Hi, everybody. It's still July 21, 2021. Oh, it is. Well, I'm posting a lot of videos today, and some of you may think, God, she is just obsessed. She can't get off the computer. Now, I'm scared shitless, actually. And when I am feeling something I don't want to be feeling, I try to dive into something else, and things have been happening, and they're not good. Reid. Joy Ann, pro-democracy Reid. Moron on CNN. You're such a racist. No, it would be racist if I just thought that, but couldn't say it because Joy is black. A note that white non-Hispanic Texans are already the minority there. Texas is effectively an apartheid state ruled by a far-right white minority government. So yeah, this is the plan for us all. Nothing like, flipping the tables. Nothing like gaslighting. Oh, what's your plan, Joy? An apartheid state. Once again, changing definitions. Love it. I get to say whatever it is that I want to say. And that's the kind of world that has manifested. I get to think whatever I want. I get to say whatever I want. You, on the other hand, don't. You, on the other hand, don't get to say anything. Eventually, you will disappear. That's the world we are living in now. Get it, got it, good. Listen.
Do you think conservative media, like Fox News, are doing the same? Are they killing people too? Do you think conservative media, like Fox News, are doing the same? Are they killing people too? Do you think conservative media, like Fox News, are doing the same? Are they killing people too?
Oh my God, you sound like such a... Sorry, California. I was going to say a Valley girl. Well, do you think Fox News is doing the same? Fox News is killing people too? You know, I'm sorry, but the only way that we could have descended so low is if the American people are low. And, well, here we are. All right. The left going after the right. And it's only going to get worse. Remember the plot to kidnap this? Okay. Every time I look at her, I don't think she's real. I think she's one of those robots that they make look real. I don't think this woman is real. She scares me. She's so eerie. But guess that plot, kidnapping her? The FBI was involved. Oh my God, I'm sure you're very, very surprised. And the American people won't even care. Yeah. This came out, actually, it was a BuzzFeed story. A BuzzFeed story. BuzzFeed is left. How could they print something like this? Well, they did. And this is their conclusion. An examination of the case by BuzzFeed News also reveals that some of those informants acting under the direction of the FBI played a larger role than has previously been reported. Was it even reported at all? I don't remember seeing that. Working in secret. They did more than just passively observe and report on the actions of the suspects. The passive were the FBI. They did more than passively observe. What a shocker. Instead, they had a hand in nearly every aspect of the alleged plot, starting with its inception. The extent of their involvement raises questions as to whether there would have been a conspiracy without them. Do the American people, the majority, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the majority, do they not know that our FBI is involved in every terror plot? Virtually every terror plot. Even the ones that have not been investigated, I'm sure, they were involved. They don't know that. January 6th, that insurrection. They were involved, the FBI. Those people who take that oath to protect the Constitution, from, and, the country from foreign and domestic enemies. The domestic enemy is us. It's us. Oh, by the way, I get these comments often. Getting really scary. I feel bad for the Aussies, the Kiwis, Brits, and all others who have had their citizenry disarmed. That is the only thing that prevents all-out totalitarianism here in the United States. Sometimes I think it's unfortunate that we haven't been disarmed because we're going to kill one another. Now, I don't mean that seriously, because it's very important that you be armed, because there are a lot of people who you're going to have to protect yourself from. But the American people are so flippin' stupid that even when the enemy is right smack in their face, they can't see the enemy. And it doesn't matter if the American people are armed or not. They're not doing anything with it, and they won't. So, armed or not, we are full out totalitarianism. No one is full out yet. The Americans actually think their guns are protecting them from the tyranny, while it's literally suffocating and killing people as I speak. Pentagon tracking extremist web searches, including the truth about Black Lives Matter. Asking questions now. Oh, you're an extremist. All right, this is very serious. They've been tracking all of us on the internet, but now they're open about it. And the American people, they haven't been disarmed, but they don't seem to be doing anything. So, this, look, eventually we're going to see the dissidents go down. You're a dissident if you search the phrase, the truth about Black Lives Matter. All right, I will link below to the Defense One article. U.S. troops on base less likely to seek extremist content than Americans in general. Study finds. A study. Oh my God. Americans, you've been radicalized. You're searching for violent extremist material. Data is expected to arrive in about 3 weeks in a report from the U.S. Military Academy and Moonshot, a startup founded in 2015 to spot people searching online for violent extremist information and direct them to helpful resources instead. Moonshot founder declined to detail the findings in the report, but she said the data suggests that active duty troops are less prone than the American public as a whole to seek out information about violent extremism. When we look at bases for each branch as compared to national averages, there is disproportionately low engagement on most basis, but the American people, well, apparently, since January, we've just been searching violent extremist material. It's amazing that people have anything else to do. The data can help the Pentagon know where it has the greatest problem. But that knowledge alone will not solve the issue. You got to put them in jail. You got to put them in camps. You got to crush them to keep the American people safe. Moonshot, which is already working with the State Department and Department of Homeland Security. Wow. The company aims to redirect people looking for violent extremist content online. If somebody searches on the internet, how to join the Ku Klux Klan. Apparently a lot of people are searching. But, well, what they do, they'll see search results for counseling services, tools to learn how to critically examine media, or a suggestion to de-escalate their emotions that are running high. Am I really reading? Yeah, I am. Moonshot primarily uses ad markers on social media and search results to reach those actively searching for violence and intervene. Some of their most successful efforts have used emotions to appeal. Maybe they're using emojis. Well, use emotions to appeal to those looking for violent content. She said, founder, whatever. Ramelingham. For example, the most successful ad Moonshot tested said anger and grief can be isolating. So, you're a violent extremist looking for violent extremist material, and you come across an ad. Anger and grief can be isolating, and then suddenly you're just filled with light. And that's what you click on. Because I don't want to be isolated anymore. The company also offers mindfulness exercises to people searching on the internet for violent extremist content. If true, anger and grief can be isolating and people, oh my God, I'm not going to go for that violent extremist material. I'm going to focus on I'm going to work on myself. Yay. That's it. Who knew that's all you had to do to get the American people to work on themselves? Do those mindfulness exercises so they wouldn't be so messed in the head, damaging other people's lives. Yeah, between November 20 and February 21, someone searching for content about white supremacism, armed groups, conspiracy theories on YouTube watched a de-escalation breathing exercise all the way through more than 500,000 times. God, I just wish I had known. Just send them a mindfulness video. Don't you wish you had known? We wouldn't be living this nightmare. We could have started a long time ago. That's all you have to do. Wow, Moonshot, man. Thank God you're coming to Washington. People looking for violent extremist and disinformation content between January 21 and March 21 engaged more than 70,000 times. Oh, with a crisis counseling website. Wow, man. All right. Well, Moonshot has a staff of about 50 people based in London. though the company has been working with the United States for 6 years, the prevalence now of people searching violent extremist material, well, it's risen so quickly that she has to open a Washington-based office. The launch of the D.C. office came for a few reasons, one of which is that the need for the work here just dramatically grew in the last year. Might have something to do with our so-called, puppet president who, did that. Oh my God, the number one national security threat is white supremacy. Yeah, so she's moving. She's going to open up. It has nothing to do with, contracting with federal agencies and the Pentagon making money. No, it's because, well, the search for answers by the American people. Well, the scale of the audience is so large that we couldn't justify not being here. So yeah, search for asking, about Black Lives Matter, the truth about Black Lives Matter. That'll get you. That'll get you. The Pentagon is working with a contractor to track web searches that it describes as indicators of white supremacy, like searching this phrase, the truth about Black Lives Matter. We're going down. I'm going down, and I don't even give a shit. I guess this kind of information scares people, and they won't be, searching for things. That's too bad. Moonshot regularly works with the notorious ADL, has ties to former President Obama? Really? SPLC, that's Southern Poverty Law Center. Woof. Wow. I really worked my brain to get out the last 3 words or name. George Soros Open Foundation. It really is too bad that the American people are just stupid. Moonshot suggests that searching for the truth about BLM indicates a belief that the BLM movement has nefarious motives, which is a disinformation narrative perpetuated by white supremacist groups to weaponize anti-BLM sentiment. Man, I didn't know all of the facts I learned about BLM. It was white supremacist groups weaponizing anti-BLM sentiment. Company further states that while the search phrase initially appears innocuous, it isn't, because the phrase has been used to suggest that the BLM movement is in line with the burning and looting of Antifa, because BLM never looted or burned anything. Peaceful. They had peaceful protests. These sources echo white supremacist disinformation narratives alleging that BLM protesters are trying to overthrow the republic and harm American citizens in a Marxist coup as a means of delegitimizing it. And yes, how dare you label BLM as a Marxist group, even though you go to their website and boy, they have all that Marxist terminology out there. And those founders of BLM, trained Marxists, admitted by the founders that they were trained Marxists. But don't you dare. Don't you dare look into BLM. Holy crap, man. Holy crap. Well, every single day now, we are getting it. We live in 1984. A darker version. That boot, can you feel it on your face? Can you feel that noose going tighter and tighter around your neck? Well, imagine it, because it's coming, all of it. There will be nothing we will own and will be happy, and nothing that we can search because you'll be labeled and taken away. It's funny how the American people still think that they actually live in that country that was, called the United States. Unfortunately, the manipulation certainly has gotten that black-white divide. Yeah, I'm going to go after your jugular. No, you're not. I'm going to go after your jugular. Morons. Black-white relations at new low. Now, I don't give all that much credence to these polls. This is Gallup. But, yeah, I sure have met a lot of Americans along my way, and a whole lot of them could easily be manipulated by mainstream media. And National Park Service to spy on picnics, family gatherings, weddings, much more. Oh yeah, it's all coming out. You can check out a notice published in the Federal Register, pursuant to the provisions of the Privacy Act of 1974, as amended. The Department of Interior is issuing a public notice of its intent to modify the National Park Service Privacy Act system of records, special use permits. What are they going to do? NextGov points out, anyone wishing to get a permit to use one of America's 423 national parks will have all their personal information sent to the White House. I pause to let you think. I pause to let that sink in. Personal information goes to the White House. The NPS, National Park Service, is making it easier to share more data with the White House and other federal agencies on applications and approvals of special use permits for park spaces. So they're going to be spying on your picnics and your family gatherings and your weddings and your camping, and it doesn't matter. People interested in using a park for a specific purpose at a specific time generally have to obtain a special use permit. The Park Service issues permits for 3 types of uses: standard events like weddings and sports, picnics, family gatherings, special events like demonstrations, races, tournaments, and the like, and construction, research, utility work. Well, when you apply for that permit, the system collects a wealth of data. Ready? Name, organization, social security number, tax identification number, date of birth, address, telephone number, fax number, email address, person's position, title, information of proposed activity, including park alpha code, permit number, date, location, number of participants and vehicles, type of use, equipment, support personnel for the activity, company, project name and type, fees, liability insurance information, payment information, including amounts paid, credit card number, credit card, expiration date, check number, money order number, bank or financial institution account number, payment reference number and tracking ID number, information on special activities, including number of minors, livestock, aircraft type, special effect technicians, license and permit number, stunts, unusual or hazardous activities, information on driver's license, including number, state, expiration date, vehicle information, including year, make, color, weight, plate number, insurance information. And there's more. I will link below to the article. Don't you love it? Everything we do has already been spied on, and they're just letting you know. Yeah, the executive office of the president. Alrighty. Yeah. Thank God Americans are armed. Ready? Australia.
Good evening. Within hours, Sydney will be in the grip of much tougher restrictions. The Premier clamping down on the stubborn Delta outbreak with what she's calling a no-regrets policy. And this is why. From a record 82,000 tests, the state today recorded 111 cases. And tragically, the third COVID death in this outbreak, a man aged in his 80s from the city's southeast. Across Greater Sydney, retail shops will now close. A small list of essential stores can remain open. Construction sites across the city shut down. And from midnight tonight, 110 suburbs across Liverpool, Fairfield and Canterbury Bankstown will be sealed shut. That's 900,000 residents who can't leave their area, even for work. Good evening. Within hours...
I pause. Let that sink in. Can't leave your area. There has been a death. You can't leave your area. There are 111 cases. Cases means squat. The person still could be healthy, but, well, the agenda says we'll just put out that word cases and it'll freak everybody out. Oh my God, I don't want to leave my area. A person died. No regrets. No regrets. For whom? This woman, or no regrets? Well, it's got to be for her. I have no regrets imprisoning you all in our New World Order. Australian MP says unvaccinated people need to be controlled and restricted. Authorities should decide what they're allowed to do in the community. Australian MP Frank Pangallo. There's another article here. Frank Pangallo. He looks kind of mafioso. I don't know. But he kind of looks like, I'll give you an offer you can't refuse. What do you think of my Godfather impression? Yeah. Now the talk is controlling all the unvaccinated in, all of our countries, even here in the United States. And we've got a citizenry that's armed. So, control them, restrict them. Better that you do that. Because if we don't, they'll be killing people. Well, the UK City Council suggests local cake might be racist because it contains sugar. Huh. Well, truly, yeah, really. Leeds City Council. They're concerned about the origins of local produce such as parkin cake because it may have once included sugar imported from the Caribbean. Therefore, it's racist. Yeah, that truly. there's a document. Historically, some of the ingredients used to make these local products were gained through the triangular slave trade, for example. Sugar, states the document. It's very important. It's documented. California Appeals Court overturns anti-misgendering law on First Amendment grounds. Yay, it's a win! A win! One for sanity and an infinite number for insanity. We're almost there. Sane people. California Appeals Court struck down as unconstitutional a state law that penalized elder care workers for using pronouns inconsistent with elderly long-term care patients. Penalized elder care workers if they didn't use the right pronoun. Okay. Failing to use gender in its new meaning can be costly nowadays. New York human rights law banning gender identity discrimination imposes fines of up to $250,000 for failing to use a person's preferred personal pronouns. Social media giant Twitter bans users, how dare you misgender somebody or dead name them, their old name before they changed their name, like Caitlyn Jenner. Well, some people are still calling her Bruce Jenner. Facebook recognizes 58 genders. So in a rare legal defeat, and this is a California appeals court, wow. Third Appellate District, not sure where that is in California, but sided with First Amendment speech protections over activists. And it was unanimous. All three judges agreed. I hope they have increased their security protection. It's true. Well, you can read more about this insane California law that, could get you violating it for an occasional misgendering, occasional misgendering, even if you didn't mean it. Oops! The Attorney General has not shown that criminalizing occasional, offhand, or isolated instances of misgendering that need not occur in the resident's presence. Oh, so you can misgender somebody and they're not even there. Oh my God. That means that you're talking to somebody who then reports you. Do you see how insane these laws are? Person doesn't even have to be there. Yeah, they need not have a harassing or discriminatory effect on the misgendered person. Yeah, that seems a little extreme, California. Might want to get back to work and, do some tightening up. I don't know. I'm sure you will. More than 200 people in U.S. being monitored for possible monkeypox exposure. So I posted on this just a couple of days, and it was one person in Texas. Oh, no, it's all 200. Wow. And here's fire. That's for a fire video. I'm sorry. I went too far. No, actually. Shark advocates call for rebranding violent acts as interactions. This is back in Australia. No. Shark has not attacked. They have interacted with you. That's right. Others have suggested swapping the word with the terms negative encounter or incident or simply bites. The Sydney Morning Herald recently reported, "Shark attack is a lie." That's from the University of Sydney language researcher Christopher Pepineff. Pepineff? He doesn't really sound like a real professor, but look, this shit's happening, okay? A majority of what people call attacks are merely nips and minor injuries from smaller sharks. So how dare you? How dare you claim they're attacking you? Government agencies have also begun to adopt new language, including the Department of Primary Industries in New South Wales. No regrets. No regrets. You don't have to worry because you can't go anywhere outside your area. So it's unlikely you'll be having an interaction with a shark. I wish I could say this is a joke. To describe shark interactions more accurately, it helps improve the public's understanding of sharks and how they behave. Oh my God. Sharks don't have hands, so if they want to explore something, they mouth it. Very rarely are humans consumed by sharks. Drunk man killed by shark while wading into sea to relieve himself. And look, he's not consumed. The shift is already being seen among water enthusiasts, such as New South Wales-based surfer Cooper Allen, 22 years old, who prefers a more droll approach to describing a shark encounter that left him with deep leg wounds. Said Allen, "I tell people, I had a bit of a run-in with a man in a gray suit. Sometimes I talk to myself, then we both laugh. Laugh and laugh." Okay, well, where is that? Here.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my God. He sees it. He sees it. Look at him. Oh, my God.
A little scared he was. So I'm not sure what they would call that. Maybe not even an interaction. A drive-by. A drive-by.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my God. He sees it. He sees it. Look at him. Oh, my God.
Now, come on. That was pretty quick of me, wasn't it? The shark drive-by. This is our world today. It's only going to get more insane.